And that
Let us talk about flight delays.
Some of these challenges you are talking about.
Yes.
So we have to attract investment into the sector to address some of these challenges that you are talking about.
Let's talk about flight delays. NCA reported 5,200 delays out of 10,804 flights in just 2 months.
We released the statistics ourselves.
And then we also saw the sanctioning of about 5 major airlines in December for mishandled baggage and refund violations. What I'm concerned about is the specific steps the ministry is taking to protect passengers and improve service standards, because for many passengers, this is a big deal, you know, to show that work is being done in this ministry.
So we released the statistics, which made headlines today in 1 or 2 papers. It's not that it was a result of some investigation. We decided ourselves to say, Nigerians, this is where we stand. So it is not a situation that began yesterday. It's a result of multiple reasons that accumulated over decades that various governments refused to address. But the first thing we realize is that we have our statistics correctly. Because if you don't know your problem, you cannot address it. So I told the NCA, release it to the public. Don't hide these figures. The number of cancellations and delays we have, I instructed them to release it to the public so that they will understand that we understand the enormity of the problems we have to face. But then there are 2 ways we are addressing this issue. The first is capacity. There's no private airline that is very just happy to delay flights and cancel flights. They are not sadists. It's an issue of capacity. What has government done to address this issue of capacity? That is what we have done by very bold policy reforms. And very soon, and I mean very soon, you are going to have the result of these bold policy reforms. Okay. One of them is that we have addressed the issue of access to credits, access to leased aircraft, especially the dry leases across the world, and access to aircraft financing. We have addressed this thing by bold policy reforms, which has never happened in the history of Nigeria. And it is happening under the Cape Town, under the Renewed Hope agenda. And that is because we addressed the issue of the Cape Town Convention that was long neglected in Nigeria. Right. And because of that, lessors were not willing to deal with Nigeria's operators. Anybody from Nigeria was having a big problem. They were having big problem assessing leased aircraft across the world. Now, because they felt that our jurisdiction and ecosystem was not safe enough for their equipment. What have we done? We have restored that confidence back now. I can tell you, go and ask all the operators. Just go and ask them. They are all praying for the president every day for this that he has done to them. Okay. For them, I mean. So what have we done? We have tweaked our practice direction regarding the Cape Town Convention. We have signed the practice direction, and now the judiciary is fully attuned with the Cape Town Convention. That means nobody can go to court in Nigeria again and detain an aircraft within Nigeria. That was a major concern across the world, and that was why our scores plummeted to 49.95% before we came. That is the highest score in the entire African continent now, which means Nigeria is the safest destination in terms of aircraft leasing in Africa right now. We have also addressed the issue of insurance, because before now, the world also refused that we place the risk in the local markets. So we engaged the world on this issue. We engaged lessors, we engaged financiers on this issue, and also we brought in the Nigerian Insurance Commission. We traveled with all the stakeholders to Dublin in January, where we saw all the stakeholders in the world, the financiers and lessors, and we discussed the issue of insurance. We came back, we looked at ourselves, and I must give credit to the Nigerian Insurance Commission. They worked very closely with us. And so 2-3 weeks ago, you know, we unveiled the revised insurance regulatory framework for aircraft leasing in Nigeria. Now, we can now place the risk in Nigeria not more than 10% can be placed in the local market. Before, it used to be that the regulation went as far as 20-30%, which the world did not accept. But now that we have reframed it and we have come out with revised insurance regulation, the world has also accepted that this is the best they can accept.
I hear you, Mr. Keyamo. Allow me to jump in
with most
because
of the
because of time, right? We don't have as much time, but I'm hoping that